Hello everybody, this is Edward Lex, and today I'm here to make this new series about Starbound, and we are going to full complete this thing. Also, yeah, I know this picture you see here is extremely ugly, but honestly I could not create anything better, it's harder than you think. I have no idea how to make these things. Whatever. Look, today I'm going to start doing the thing nobody has ever done before. Not without cheats at least. At least. Anyway, in this series, you should expect absolutely extremely minimal type of editing because it turns out my computer just isn't powerful enough to edit videos. In order to complete the game fully, we will have to do the next things. But before I even start to describe what we're going to do, I'm going to have to tell you that it's not going to be a fun experience. If you want something filled with action, adventure, and a little grind, just turn off right now. Because I can more than guarantee that there will be several episodes where absolutely no progress will be made. And I just need some sort of daily kind of activity on my channel, so this is for that. Starbound is extremely giant in terms of how much you have to work to get it all completed. Also, because there are several bugs that I have no idea what causes them and I have no idea how to fix them, I'm going to have to create backups, which means that after each and every video, I will be uploading my current storage folder, which is my character and my world data. If you want to play the same save file as I am, I recommend you to go to your folder of Starbound, find in the storage folder, and just back up in everything from there to somewhere else, and then installing my thing. As for the game, I'm going to be using as little mods as possible. However, I will not be playing completely without mods, because I highly doubt that Starbound and my recording software are going to like what my computer can do. In other words, I have to tell you, there are going to be horrible FPS drops, and so I installed several mods that should ideally help me with all this bullshit. Also have to tell you, yes, there will be strong language, because that's fun. Alright, now, because this is going to be the first episode where we complete the first planet, I hope it's just going to take me an hour, because I have some things I plan to do. Anyway, today I'm going to finish explaining you this plan, and if you want to know anything else, this plan is not going to appear in any other video. So, look, if you find this series not on the first video, you would have to watch this one, because I explain everything you need here. So, in the game there are several dungeons. None of them have any significant importance. Significance? I don't know. Except for the first one. So we're doing the first one so we can leave the first planet. Then I'm going to do something extremely uncomfortable for me, but maybe fine for you, which are going to be second and third dungeons. So the Floran and the Hilotl ones. You will see. Because once you complete the Hilotl one, you're going to get some extremely overpowered signs. And these signs, I'll give you their purpose. Thing about them is, if you are like me, which is extremely greedy for everything, yeah, surprisingly, then you're going to like this thing. Also, because I know there will be absolutely nothing to talk about, so I plan to make this series more like a talking thing, I guess. It's going to happen in the future, I'm pretty sure. For now, we have a lot of things to do, and I have to tell you, I have never completed anything after the main story, because I like the main story, really. I don't really mind the game being boring, because it's consistent and it's small amount of fun every time, so it's exactly what I prefer. Which means I'm going to have to play, for the first time, all the after main story quests. Which honestly I have no idea what they are. I have extremely small coverage of what mechs are. I have never been to moderate threat planets or space encounters. So yeah, it's going to be a learning experience for me as well. I will not be building anything big, anything that much, aside from probably the storage area and the main planet, which is going to have to probably be extremely dangerous because of one particular amazing bug. So yeah, I hope backups are going to help me with it. Anyway, in this game, you can do more than just quests. And I'm talking about collections. So, in this entire game, there is only one single collection that is somehow useful and fun, which is cooking. Because cooking gives you tons of amazing buffs. And I gotta tell you, learning what things you need and gathering all the resources is actually quite fun. Everything else is not that much fun because you see, everything else is just meh. It doesn't give you anything. It's just a couple of vanilla things. Like I mean, it doesn't affect anything at all, except for action figures. These fuckers are going to be a pain in the ass, and you will see why. Oh boy, this action figures thing is going to be the exact reason why this series might take me like 80 episodes. At best. I really have no idea how many hundreds of episodes I'm going to have to spend to finish this. But, because my computer really doesn't like when I edit things, I want to invite you for this amazing adventure. And if you're a masochist like me, you're going to enjoy it. Again, this is going to be extremely boring, but I just want to be active every day. So, a couple of other news about DTube in particular. I am not going to work on DTube that much. I'm not a coder, I'm just a moderator on the server. And it's because currently my phone is being rooted and it's a shit show. Yeah, and because of this, I don't have my favorite DTube Go now, and DTube Go is extremely comfortable to use because honestly, I have no idea how to do a lot of things on DTube with just browser. I mean, I know how to operate on this browser version, but long story. So, in general, for now, I'm not doing anything on DTube except for uploading this. So if you are some moderator and you have some things to tell me, please don't. Listen, I know I need to work, but alright, we're going to do this thing first. Okay there, hello everyone. We're beginning with this thing and my chair is being loud, I think. Let me figure out the best spot for my... Oh yeah, I know! The best spot for my microphone is going to be extremely in front of me. So I couldn't see the screen, and it's going to be exactly on a mirror. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. If you don't know what I'm doing, don't even ask. I have no idea why I'm preparing in the middle of the recording, but honestly, who cares? Anyway, today we're playing Starbound, and welcome to this first episode of this. This game is going to have a border, and I don't know how this is going to work. I mean, I'm going to think about it, because I really want to put a border somewhere. I like borders. So yeah, let's start with our character creation, shall we? Now, when it comes to character creation, I gotta tell you, there is a lot to choose from. Like, as you can tell, I'm using some mods, obviously. It's just for visual style again. It's nothing game changing, I swear. You can go and check the description. I will list all the mods I'm using. You will see that they're all fine and good. And if you don't like some of my mods, I am extremely sorry, but look, I also want to experience fun in this game, so... Now, in terms of races, I'm going to go with this logic. In game, we're going to have to fight against the literal avian god and the ruler of Apex, which means we're definitely not playing as these races. Also, avians, glitches, and Florence have the worst ships I've seen, because they don't even look like spaceships, and they just break my immersion. Florence, by the way, have the worst type of ship, so definitely not playing as these. Nova Kids are... well, let me tell you that they have the best ship in layout design, but the worst ship, the second worst ship after Floran, in terms of visuals. So with this, I'm only left with Human, Hilotl, and Apex. Again, I'm not playing as Apex because it breaks my immersion. Hilotl are extremely Asian, and I hate anime, I just don't watch it. So I'm not playing as Hilotl as well, which leaves us with Human. That's who I'm going to be. Also, I just like what humans say, because unlike every other race, humans just have this sort of easygoing type of thing, and thus we're going to have to deal with that. Yeah, you will see what I mean when I scan items. Now, how I'm going to do this, I don't even know. Maybe I'm going to skip this part actually, because it might take a while, although I know what my character is going to look like, so... Okay everyone, I'm done here, this is my character. Yeah, it's not something really big or serious, so... The only thing I need to tell you is that this game has 3 difficulties: survival, casual, and hardcore. I'm going to choose survival because there is still stuff I don't know about this game, again, post-game content, like post-main quest content. So I have to tell you that I really do not even know what to expect from there. I know what the best weapon in the game is, I know a lot about balance, about how to play this thing, but sometimes the only way to make sure you're going to stay alive is to know what you're dealing with. And thus, I can complete the game on hardcore easily, but I can't complete the entire game on hardcore because, again, there are still things I don't know about. Casual is just worse, because you lose less items, sure, that's fine, but you don't get to be hungry again, which is shit. I prefer to keep my hunger with me, because hunger makes use of food, and as I told you before, cooking collection is extremely valuable for how many different bonuses it can give. Plus, only with hunger can you get your character extremely hungry, then get all the buffs you want, and finally finish with something like super ultra mega meal that gives you pretty much all the buffs and thus making your character pretty much overpowered. So, shall we begin with our story, I suppose? I have no idea what this thing is, but alright, we're going to start with the intro mission. Alright everyone, I'm back. Had a little pause. Let's begin. So before we begin, I forgot to do one single thing. Yeah, I lowered the SFX for background things, background reasons. Anyway, let's begin. I keep forgetting. Yeah. So, this is the game. Let's talk to all NPCs because we're only gonna be here once, and this is the only place where you can get this uniform. It's not bad really, so if you don't mind, I'm going to be keeping my inventory often open. I think we have no reason to read this because it's just tips for the game. I know them really. Yeah, this day couldn't get any worse. This is so cheap, I just can't. Should we take the flower? I consider it to be more like for female things, so yeah. I guess I'm not gonna wear it, but I just have one thing that I'm going to wear on my face, that's I know for sure. Alright, let's begin. Honestly, this game made so many tentacle jokes, it's... I mean, it's not made them, it just caused them, really. So, when the actual game begins and this tutorial ends, I gotta tell you that we're going to do a lot of things that are how do you even call this? Not the thing you would expect someone to do. I don't know why I picked this thing up, just because, well, when I first played I didn't even find this thing in the first time. Right, anyway. Do we collect the blocks? Do we need them? I don't know. I can share with you some knowledge about this thing. So yeah, the only reason you would complete this tutorial is for these things, like, and maybe the uniform if you care about uniforms. And so finally the intro is done. I forgot to mention that I didn't delete the... Oh shit, I skipped this. Okay. Alright. I hope you stopped this. No, I'm not going to slow it down, because if I do, it's gonna be horrible, really. So, this is my initial setup. I think it's decent. Honestly, I don't know if you even should pick up the food. Yeah, I think I won't, because this food is going to spoil, but in like 32 real-time hours, so not a big deal. And yeah, so finally, I remembered the word. We're going to be doing something counterintuitive, which is harvesting all the trees that we can find. Why? Because, well, I have some idea in terms of what I'm going to be doing next. So, in this planet, we are going to spend quite some time, to be honest. I don't need that much wood in the game, but because I know we'll be staying here for a while, I don't want to be repeating this anytime more. Actually, you know what? Actually, I cannot collect all this wood because I'm going to upgrade my matter manipulator at some point, so yeah, it's really not necessary. Why am I even bothering with this? Tip of the day. Any two-handed sword is going to be better than your broken protectorate one. So pretty much, yeah, we're starting this full completion of this game. It's, again, not going to be fun. I wonder, do I put something on the background of some music, or are you fine with the soundtrack of the game? Because, honestly, I don't like this. I mean, I don't like the soundtrack of the game, but some tracks are kinda decent. Yeah, I did what I didn't want to do. Oh, that's convenient. That's the exact place we need to go. You'll see why in a second, really. Also, I need to collect some saplings for a future project, because I'm also going to create a wood generator. You'll see later. For now, I just want to hope that there will be a biome with proper sand here, and this is actually a pretty good thing to have. Let me just collect some more stones. Shit, I didn't want to waste so much wood on this whole thing. Also, I should collect the bug. Where do I... there. I must admit, this game has some charm to it. It's like... it's surprisingly polished, and yet it doesn't feel... like, it doesn't feel unpolished, but in reality it really is. So, I don't even know how to describe it. And yeah, as you can see, rain 20 FPS, it's the only way it's going to be like. I need a rope. Usually I tend to find ropes, but because we found mine so quickly, yeah, we're going to have to craft it. I need 11 of these. And now I need the bugnet. And as much of this as possible. Alright, we've got the bugnet, which means our collections start now. Collect all these things because they are kinda important. You don't have to craft them any more than once if you keep them on your ship, so that's good. And now the second tip of the day. Steal everything. I mean, just steal freaking everything here. It all can be sold. I'm thinking, should we... Oh, we don't have the coal. Right. Ah, yeah. You see, there is a mod called melee aim, which allows you guess, aim when you're in melee mode, so when you're using like swords and stuff. I'm so used to it, so I can be a bit rusty on the mechanics. And yet, broadswords remain the best kind of two-handed weapons in the game because they have the fastest speed, and that's exactly what you need. I found it out in my hardcore series. And now, check this out. Yeah, this is how you play this shit. Alright. Do we go? Yeah, you know what? Let's not bother with anything really. This thing cannot really hurt you that much, which is good. And also, from now on, we're going to be using this a lot. And I mean, like, these hunting spears. The reason is because we have a collection. And that collection has extremely fucking horrible drop rates. You are going to suffer, I swear. I guarantee you are going to freaking suffer. Oh, this is going to get boring extremely quickly. So, let's see. Do we have any? Oh yeah, we do. Poultry is the best type of food early game because you can't do anything with it aside from cook it. I would keep a steak for now, though. Steaks are kinda useful. You know what? Let's restore our health. Why not? Yeah. Just so you know, full belly is probably the best buff in the game because it just restores so damn much and it does it passively. Let me check, do I have any other hunting spears or something? Because, no, I don't. That's whatever. You're just going to give us more grind, unfortunately, but what can we do, really? Yeah, this is going to take a while. So we just had our Earth exploded. Which I didn't mean to kill it. And we're just casually collecting or robbing this mine of all its things. Sometimes I don't get this game, why these decisions were made. Oh, that's a good drop. Also, think about these green things. Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but there is a thing about them. Check this out. Wait a second. I need to... Yeah. Look at this. I don't know why it was made this way, but it was made this way. Oh, alright, this is going to take a while, so how about we talk about something, right? Because, you know, I'm Edward Lex and I'm meant to be extremely emotional and energetic and all this shit, and I'm just extremely tired. Oh. So I started a new subscriber star page, as you know, and well, what can I say? I didn't publish the link. My profile is not yet verified, so yeah, it's all I can tell you really. Until it's verified, I have little to do here. By the way, these are good to hunt. Oh, better luck next time. These darts are not exactly hunting weapons, so I'm basically just wasting them right now because they are a good ranged weapon, more or less. I usually use them on the boss battle, not against the boss, but still. I don't know, just really, what can I tell you about this? I'm a bit rusty on the game again. I haven't played it for quite a while, and because of this, my information might be outdated, but I would still say that since the game hasn't been updated that often, I'm pretty safe about what I'm telling you. I mean, look, the reason I'm creating this series is so you don't have to play this bullshit. It's really a great game, but it's like you either love it or you completely hate it. That's one of the two. Because again, it's really unpolished, it's really cheaply made, but it's just, I don't know, I like the art style very well. I hope you don't see these glitches with my monitor because I can't explain them. It's just my Windows 7 and my computer not being good enough. Yeah, really, I'm struggling to run this game, and so look, I said that I started this campaign in Subscriber Start to get some money for, you know, emergencies and stuff. But in reality, well, once I'm done with the emergency exit, I think I'll just buy a better PC. Though I do want to ask you if you know any good PCs, because I mean PC parts like video cards and stuff that I can actually trust, because, well, yeah, that's the game for you. I told you it wasn't good enough. Oh, hunting spear, yay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the computer parts that I know are usually so meh, because modern processors just spy on you. It's really not something I would like to experience, but I guess I don't have a choice, maybe. Oh, it takes a while to get used to not instant crafting. Instant crafting is a mod, by the way, so I'm not using it because it alters gameplay, but I swear you're going to be enjoying watching how I smelt all that glass when it happens. You'll see, because I'm going to be smelting a lot of glass. You may ask why? I have no idea, who knows, maybe I'm going to actually build something in this game. And by the way, this is the best 2D building game I've ever seen, and oh. It's been a while since I last had to use a healing item in this game. It's just, I usually play it slower, but for the sake of this video, I want to at least finish this planet in the, you know, before this video ends, so. And don't worry, I'll be doing this only once, because in the future, first, I'm not going to have a big money problem, or a money problem big enough to care about it. And I'm not going to be bothered with, you know, collecting such cheap things like that. But this is like straight up 1,000. Yeah, just 1,000 pixels, and usually on the first planet you're not going to fill your inventory with these trash objects. So the moment you finish with this planet, you pretty much, yeah, sell all of this and you get to be fine, I guess. What else can I tell you? Look, I have a little hobby in this game, which is collecting guns. And honestly, I want to find a randomly generated weapon twice. So like, find a, like a generic like grenade launcher or something, and find its exact copy somewhere else. And like, when I say exact copy, I mean stats wise, name wise, sprite wise, all of this. It's gonna have to require a lot of planet searching and a lot of luck. So it's extremely boring, and this is actually kind of impossible in this game. Not because you will never find a copy, but because, yeah, you have to store these guns somewhere. You have to store the information about these guns. And the best way is to just store them in a container somewhere. So the more items you have in containers, the bigger the data for the worlds become. And thus, the worlds will weigh more. And this is a problem, because this game, it just can't handle plenty of things. So once I had a bug that just reset my planet, my entire freaking planet. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice at all. So yeah, what else can I tell you? I'm going to have to fight it with backups. Also, here's a tiny little thing. Oh, wait a sec. This is... It's not a great biome really, but it's... I'm surprised to find it. It's pretty rare. Basically, there is a spring biome in this game, and that spring biome is the best biome you can find, and you can find it on the first planet, because it just gives you just a shit ton of things, including sugar, which is a rare cooking ingredient. It's not really easy to find because I think there are 2 biomes where you can find sugar, and both of them are kinda rare. Also, if you press or hold Alt, you will see this. It's highlighting all the clickable and interactable stuff. It's extremely useful in the cave, and trust me, we will be caving. We will be caving a lot. I know that it's not necessary to cave, but honestly, just how many more times can you check out the same random villagers and just rob them for tiny little resources, when you can just use a single planet? What the fuck is this? Also, I'm going to try to see just how much of all outfit items can I find in my playthrough, because I'm not going to make a goal to find all these items. It's going to be just stupidly boring. But I would still prefer to see just how many of the items I could possibly find. Okay, so you die from 2 hits, which is not good. I need to remember that. Okay. I really don't need escape. I hate escape, really. Its animation is meh. Speaking of platforms are decent, actually. I'd better collect some. They're useful. But I'm looking for a different kind of platform, and I'm like 98% certain I will find this, so we'll see what happens. Also, I need 4 of these. Yeah, good. Think about this. The reason I like this biome, was kind of amazed to see it here, is because in this biome you can find these trees that I was just breaking. And these trees are surprisingly useful and surprisingly not useful at the same time. So they allow you to create the budget version of your wood generator. The only problem is that it's extremely bad as a wood generator. So yeah, I'm not using those trees, but still having them is kind of fun, I guess. And the swamp is over. I didn't find a single trader, which is sad, because unloading inventory is kind of useful. I think we should collect the decorative blocks from here, because we'll find another place with them, but really, I don't know. Petal blocks are extremely rare, surprisingly. They can be found in spring biomes, but yeah, we haven't found a spring biome yet, and there is a chance we will never see a spring biome, by the way. They are rather rare, and I can't really tell you where they can be found. I found most of them on like jungle, I think. Definitely forest and lush, and currently we are on lush plant. And by the way, we found these boys. These are great, and simply because they're cheap. I'm not going to break all of them, but since I'm here, I just decided to collect them. Reason being, it's good to have blocks everywhere you go. So like build instant walls and put yourself in a tiny box, heal your wounds, and continue with bullshit. So yeah. We might as well take some coal, because I don't know, usually I don't bother with coal, really, not that much. I wish I could remember what I was exactly doing, but I think I just crafted a bunch of torches once and then used them all until it was time to switch to science. You'll see what I mean later, but not in this episode, because I'm not speedrunning this game. No way. And we're yet to find... Hell, we're even yet to escape this planet, so... I think I have this bug already. Look, I know there is a mod that somehow changes bugs these flying things in this game. And honestly, I can't recall what it does. I think it lets different bugs spawn on a single planet. It makes sense. So I have no idea why devs didn't do it. But fact is fact, devs didn't do it, which is weird. I think that's what it does. Oh no, I hate when it does this. Oh. So yeah, if you want to make a farm, make sure there is no cave under that farm, or it's gonna give you pain. On the other hand, I really could use some more items. Cobblestone blocks. We might also take some of these plant fibers. I'm going to have a giant fuck off farm when I finally get around to it, but at first, let's just focus on this. Petals are extremely valuable if you're a builder, because there is no way to create a shit ton of color, like dyes and stuff. So, because of this, you should collect... you should collect a lot of petals. You should collect every single petal you see, if you're a builder. I'm not going to be building much, but I think it's just a habit, so... Oh man. Okay, do I have any more hunting knives, spears? No. Okay, time to build more. Oh man, I feel so rusty in this game, shit. And apparently I can't talk anymore. You know, and while we're taking a break from combat and exploring, let's create this thing. Why do you need cobblestone? Shit. Where? Oh yeah, that's where my cobblestone went. We're going to be getting a lot of cobblestone, and the best use for cobblestone I found is stone platforms. That's it. Platforms are extremely cheap, the stone ones. Basically wooden ones as well, but wooden ones require plant fiber, which has a better use in bandages. But currently we can't create bandages, it's not a problem, we'll get that ability soon. Alright, now that this is done, I'm going to use my wooden workbench to create a shit ton of these things. Where? There. Again, it's a shit ton, trust me. What block should we use? Let's use dirt. We have a lot of dirt, we don't need dirt. Also collect every single seed you see, because seeds are not easy to obtain. In fact, they have a small chance of dropping, but you have to get really lucky. They drop so rarely, it's just not reliable at all. And this is the place where we were going all this time. Okay, nothing. So, I'm going to do something counterintuitive again. All this time we were going towards this arc, but I'm going to go from the other side. So, the planet is going to loop, and if we go left now, we're going to meet that same arc again. However, I think it's a good time for us to deal with this. Food is really important in this game, I swear. Oh no! Not again, not there. Oh, wait. That's a different bug. What was that mod even did? I think it allowed mods from like forests and maybe savannas spawn in lush planets. It does, I think, make sense because it's not like they're like fire or something, so should be fine. Okay, yeah, flares have their use, okay? They have their use. That's good, that's good. Also, I will give you a small life hack in a second. It's not really that big of a thing and plenty of people know about it, but hell, most people forget that you have torches, so I mean, like, most people don't forget they have torches, but most people just forget that backgrounds give light. I really want to see this game with some sort of shader, and yeah, this is how you get out of problems like these. Also, when I tried to play without Matter Manipulator, this tool I have that allows me to dig things, it was dangerous, because you start with no blocks at all, so you can't build bridges, and if you fall in one of these things and can't get out, well, that's the end of your playthrough. It's funny, kinda. And this is why we use this. So there are beta structures. I think this structure is maybe not beta, but there are a few structures that are from beta. And in the beta, you used to be able to jump higher. Because of this, some structures were created specifically for this, for jumping higher. Shit, I need to check if these rare pets have their own figures, because I want to kill them just for the sake of no reward. Look, if you're wondering why is this game so laggy, why do I have 24 FPS right now, is Starbound. That's the answer. Like, seriously, this game is pretty much shit. Yeah. Except, you know, when I play alone, I gotta tell you, it's just so... It's not relaxing, but it's more like... Me and this game are on the same page, basically. Okay, these places are where you can die easily, so always dig them. It's important, trust me. Damn it, I have not experienced these kind of bugs before, like lags, I mean. Probably because of the recording software. I'm using Bandicam, if you're wondering. Also, I have no idea how loud it is for you, I mean the background music and stuff. So, if you prefer to hear more background music, then tell me, let me know. Because, I don't know, I prefer to have some background music extremely quiet, especially when it's the music I don't like. And if I didn't tell you, I don't really like Starbound soundtrack for the most part. I don't like all the thematics things, like all these exploration themes and stuff. But I do like when things become mechanical. That Arctic Battle that played when we were in tutorial, yeah, it's called Arctic Battle. I think it's something like leftover from the beta, whatever. And it's quite a great track, really. And also, yeah, if you watched some of my videos before and you're like, I wonder what USCM theme came from, and yeah, this is the game. Yeah, USCM theme is inspired by USCM, which is a corporation from this universe, from this game. And we will see the colonies later. Except, well, in the lore, this company is dead, so like, they were not a great company, so yeah, they died. Long story short. There is some lore, but most lore books are just removed from the game entirely, so you can't really know that much. All I can tell is it's meh. I kind of created this USCN theme just on the surface level knowledge about, you know, like all this iron themed strong like faction, which was like a human terrain protectorate, but I would say better. I mean, they're not better, they try to, you know, make sure things respected humans because humans were strong and stuff. But, like, I like industrial things and they look extremely industrial, so... Yeah, this is why you press Alt. It's pretty useful. Currently, I'm suffering because we are full of food. Yeah, this is why you don't collect food in the game at all. Like in the first, what do you call it? Alright, look, let's take a bit of a break for now. Let's smelt things, get the armor going, if I can make it, because I don't know if I can actually. Why didn't you click? Okay, whatever. Another bird. The damage for 12, it's actually not that small amount. Okay, what am I doing here? I need you, I need iron, and I need... I'm going to get copper, everything else I'll smelt later, so I could know exactly how much of things I need. What are we doing now? We're going to get an anvil. Also, yeah, I have the mod that fixes its sprite. Usually it's like the bottom part is a bit cut off, and as you can see, it fixes the sprite. It changes something a bit, and this is from a mod, so ignore it. It's not... Look, I could go into mod, but this is really, it's just a vanilla outfit, so, like, it's an outfit, not vanilla. What am I talking about? Why? It's vanity item, but I don't remember where to check them, whatever. What did I want? I want, I think, 12 of these? Shit, I don't remember. Or was just one? Or was 12? Oh no, one string, and we already got the string, so... Yeah. G. Gameplay. Surprisingly, I found enough iron to finish the armor. We're overpowered now for this planet. And this is how it always works, surprisingly. Okay, now, what am I going to do next? Do we have anything here that I need? Paper? No. Let me think. I could... Do I need this for... Actually, we're going to need a lot of this in the future. I'm not going to mark my initial planet, because no reason to do it, really. There is nothing to do. But I'm going to need a lot of this in the future. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what we need. Where? It's in my inventory. Okay, fine, sure. Whatever. Let's quickly dig up some things. I know a player who just prefers to never change anything about the game, like the world, and tries to edit it as little as possible. Which is interesting, actually. Because I usually prefer to do the other way around, and I usually like to change everything I can. Man, players are so different. They're like trees in the forest, except the opposite. Okay, so I'm going to get a bit more hunting spears, because hunting spears, as you can tell, are extremely overpowered. And you will see this later when we go on a boss. And honestly, we've been recording for like more than 40 minutes, and I don't know if we can make it to the boss in this episode. I'm not going to structure these videos like today we're definitely going to plan to kill a boss and stuff, and in the next episode we're going to do the preparation for the next thing and the next thing. No, I'm just going to record an hour and see what happens with it. If I don't get to leave the first planet within an hour, this is going to be quite shitty. But I mean, I'm not in a hurry at the moment. My job is to complete this game fully, and thus I need to do everything to complete this game fully, right? You could argue getting a bow which has infinite ammo is better, but wouldn't bows suck? Tungsten one is much greater, it's the best bow in the game as far as I know, and what can I tell you, it's just the best bow in the game. Yeah, tungsten one, not like some, what do you call it? Age assault or something, because, you know, I think there is actually an age assault bow, but I don't remember if it's from a mod or not. Whatever. I honestly don't know if I need iron for much in this game. I know that there is a good use for iron bars, which is I'm going to have to eat something. Which is getting syringes. They are really good. The moment you don't try them. The moment you do try them, they're shit. It's all I can tell you about them, really. Like, they're good for having because they can stack. But that's literally the only thing that's good about them. They don't last for long, they are pretty expensive to make, and what can I say, it's just, syringes aren't worth it, but if you just don't want to click on food, they can be an alternative, because they don't care if you have full belly. And yeah, if you have full belly, you can't eat anymore. So this is a pretty good balance, I really like it. Alright, we're finally here. We can sell all this garbage and I can tell you how much I earn from this. We'll talk to Elliot later. For now, we need to go to this teleporter and go to the penguin pit here and just sell him all this garbage, really. So I'm not going to collect weapons, and thus I'm going to sell them all. I'm also going to sell these things. I'm not collecting them, but actually, you know what? No. Let's try to see how much we can earn, how much we can find these things. I'm going to sell the weapons, though. They're not that useful. Also, what else can we sell? Leather is... I think we'll find more of it. I usually don't like to sell these things, but whatever. I just need to not sell any of my crafting tables, because that would be a shame. Pot chest, I like pot chests, but these chests are really useless. Okay, need to check that. Yeah, I'm definitely not selling anything that I need. I'm gonna keep the campfires on. As you can see, 2,500 pixels. It's pretty good for the first planet. So we immediately get this jump boost in 4K, and 4,000 pixel is like almost the halfway to where we need to be. But first, let's go do some main story things. So prepare for a giant useless lore dump, although I don't really mind it that much. Also, yes, as you can see, the gates are a bit different because they are now FPS friendly, so yeah, that's also a mod, check the description again. Let's go now. I hope you read this. So let's read some more. Okay, now we're going to be gifted with a mission. And, you know, I have a question for you. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing this mission today, so here is a question for you all. would you like me to go to the mission now and then we'll have to return anyway? So we're not going to see everything that is in it. Or would you like to, well, get some more ore first? You see, if we get ore, we're going to go to talk to Elliot. He's going to gift us with one single thing that's going to be important, and so we'll be able to check out basically the entire dungeon with all the hidden passages and all that. But first, I'm going to get all the quests I can get here, and some of them are really for nothing. Is it? Yeah, it's available. So this penguin mission is extremely not necessary. You can complete it the last thing you do, and all it gives you is a source of your teammates, basically. Except they're kind of meh, really. Oh wait, by the way, look. Now, I told you to keep stakes on, right? Let's see what happens. So now we're going to do some cooking, and damn do I like cooking in this game. So, meat stew. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. We're going to get one of the best foods in the game. Well, it's not that great, but it's one of the best foods in the game. So, yeah. Immediately, like this. We can just craft one more, so 2 of them actually, which is just great. Oh, this is going to last me a while. No gems available. Oh, okay. Now we're going to do some interesting thing here, because, well, after this quest. Hope you read it. Alright, so now we're going to do an interesting thing here. We're going to start a fire in our spaceship, because that totally makes sense. You know, burning oxygen in a place that doesn't have oxygen is fine, because, well, potato grits, they are amazing. They're like, I would say they're above average, so definitely over, like, top food in the early game. Oh, man. Alright, I'll see you next time, where we're going to either go... Actually, we're going to go there anyway, so just answer me. Would you like me to explore the entire dungeon, like the first time, or would you like me to return to it later, because we're going to have to return to it because of the freaking collection. So yeah, see you next time. It was at least somewhat fun. I guarantee you this will stop being fun in the future. Prepare yourself for it. This game is not going to be fun. It's grind as fuck, boy. So yeah, just you know that. So go and make the decision now. I'll see you guys next time.